Say hi, Rambo. Are you a good boy? Are you gonna bark during my video today? Huh? What do you think? Say bye. Hey fellow heathens, I hope you enjoyed that little cameo from my dog Rambo. I know that in some of my videos you can hear him in the background either barking or scratching or eating, so I thought it would be nice for you to get a look at him. Isn't he cute? He is about 10 months old and he's our COVID puppy. We never thought we would get one, but since we were all home, it seemed like the perfect time. So I am here with a comparison video of the Winter Waite Santa's Helpers and the Rider-Waite Smith Centennial. So I just got the Winter Waite in yesterday. It was an Indiegogo campaign and I'm super excited to take a look with you. Standard tuck box. Not a fan of tuck boxes at all because they don't last. But you know, I get it. They're economical. So let's take a look at the box first. So here's the box for the Santa's Helpers, and it's through Tarot Collectibles. And you all know already, Rider-Waite Smith Centennial is a longtime favorite of many. So I put it in order and I'm going to zoom in and we're just going to have fun with it. Okay, so right off the bat, a lot thicker than the Centennial. And I don't know if you can tell, but it feels like almost two different decks. This is how it came in the box, and it was split. So that was a little bit disappointing, but I imagine after I shuffle it, it will kind of work itself out. So as far as size comparison, it's pretty much identical. These are the backs. Now, obviously it's like a candy cane stripe, but it's pink. I would have loved it if it was red. You know, it would have really felt more Christmassy to me. I feel like there's something lacking or missing in this design. So let me turn it over. I don't know. It's cute, but I feel like it's just kind of plain, I guess. You know, the whole time I'm wondering what are the backs going to look like and how are they going to be different from the other editions of the Winter Waite. So the other ones were like more of like a plaid color. So, you know, I like it. It's just not my favorite. Okay, so I got two Fool cards, identical. So I'm going to put that one aside. And I'm going to sit down and assume that we're in frame here. Okay. All right, so we have the dog instead of the flower. You have your little ivy there. Lots of interesting weather going on behind him. Snowflakes. No sun though, so make of that with what you will. The Magician. So as you can tell, these are the suits here. We have our Christmas mugs, we have our icicle for swords, we have our peppermint swirls for the pentacles, and our candy cane for the wands. High Priestess, no pillars here. We do have our Torah scroll. We have our moon. Oops, bumped the camera there. The Empress, You get the feeling of the abundance of the outdoors with the bunnies and the wreath. I believe we'll see that wreath again. She looks really warm. The Emperor is Santa. Yay! Holding an ornament as opposed to the orb, and a candy cane as opposed to the Ankh. Our Hierophant, we have our ivy on the columns. I really like that addition. He's got his cane versus the triple cross. And I love the ears of the elves. Awesome. And we have the keys. So you might hear some stuff in the background because, yeah, we're remote. And although my kids are in hybrid, only 2 days out of the week. So the other 3, they're here, and my daughter's playing the trumpet. So we have our elf and our angel here in addition to this angel. So as opposed to the mountain, we have our Christmas tree. Chariot, love it. That's the sled with the presents in the background. It would have been, I know, you have the reindeer and they're supposed to look the same, but it kind of would have been cool to have just a slight bit of shading difference here to mimic the black and white sphinxes in the original. But I will get over it. So here's our strength card. As you can tell, as opposed to a lion, it's a reindeer. Now, this came in after Christmas, obviously. So, awesome hermit. So I'm not in the holiday kind of mood anymore, but when I was looking through this last night, I thought it just made me smile. So, and I know that a lot of people were excited for the holidays because of COVID, and, you know, just having something to celebrate is always a good thing after such a difficult time. So it kind of brought me back into that space again, which was really nice. Love the Wheel of Fortune here. My mother-in-law she loves cardinals, and in Illinois, that's our state bird. So it's really cool, really appropriate here. I really like this. I'm not a fan of a lot of Wheel of Fortune cards, but this definitely feels like the holiday season. So let's see. We have, she's, you know, got the naughty and nice. And I believe in the last edition, this was Santa. And some people were confused by that because the last edition did not have titles. But as you can see, you know, she's got the coal on the one side and the candy for the nice boys and girls on the other side. Now, she's obviously not Santa, so is she Mrs. Claus? I don't know. Our Hanged Man, so cute. I always like to look at these guys upside down. So there's an extra card in the Winter Waite Santa's Helpers deck. So here's our traditional death card. Not a whole lot going on indicative of the holiday in this card, except for the fact that there's snow in the background. And yeah, she's holding just, you know, flowers, so that's pretty any time of the year. And then we have this extra card, which I absolutely love, and I will be switching it out. So Jack Frost as opposed to Death. And that is just awesome. Because in Chicago, you know, there can be some really severe storm systems, and it just stretches on sometimes for weeks. the Windy City. Okay. Temperance. Now she's not half in the water and half on land, but that's okay. You have the alchemical mixing of the two elements, the two cups here. And our Devil card. Now he's holding the chains here, and so they both got coal in their hands, and they seem really, really sad. So they're really not chained, you know, they did it to themselves. And the Tower, no falling people. You know, it would have been nice if there was more to do with, you know, I don't know, Santa's workshop or something, and like elves are falling from the tower or something. Like he was discovered at the North Pole, and you know, some people wanted to take revenge for, I think there was a movie about that, where this young boy didn't get what he asked for Christmas, and then as an adult he became an assassin. He tried to track down, it's a Mel Gibson movie. I'll have to like post a picture or something, or the title. But anyway, and the Star, I love that she's, you know, got her winter apparel on. Of course, why would she be naked in the North Pole? And a Moon. We have our little, you know, button buck here and our stag here. I love this. I love Santa in the moon as opposed to the face in the moon. We don't have our little crustacean here, but that's a, not crustacean, but our, it's not a lobster. It's not a crab. Whatever it is. And that's a Fun Sun card. He kind of looks a little mad, don't you think? He's got like an upturned lip. And our Judgment card. I love it. Elves, of course, with the pointy ears. The World, happy holidays. We don't have our fixed signs here, but that's okay. Okay, now we're into the suit of Pentacles, which is our Peppermint Swirls. And I love the painted fingernail, number one, and the candy cane entrance there for the gate. How fun. So we have our balancing of the candy here. Instead of the water, we have our little town in the background. And this is really nice. I love that he's stringing up the lights here. I love his face. Look at his face. He's like, get back. So they don't really feel out in the cold so much to me. You know, they look like they're building a snowman and having fun. And the 5 in the Rider-Waite Smith tradition is about isolation and sadness and just, you know, being cast out. But you get the point. There's enough symbolism there that you can work with it, especially since, you know, there's patches and torn fabric here. Maybe they're just making the best of their situation. So you even have the same coins in the same, like 2, 2, and 3. Or is that 3? Yeah, he's holding 3. 7 coins are there. And the scale is filled with snow. off on, we even have the bird here. You know, that should be a shovel. He should be, dude, I shoveled so much yesterday. Oh my gosh, I thought my arms were gonna fall off. We have a rat. Just inspecting the work. And she's got a cardinal, yay! And the grapes too. I always found the Rider-Waite Smith to be so busy with symbolism. I mean, that's great, you know, for beginners, but I really don't use the Rider-Waite Smith anymore. So I was wondering and worried that I would feel like this was too close to that imagery, that I wouldn't be drawn to it during the holiday season, but I really don't feel that that's the case. I feel like, you know, just the fact that she's in purple and not all of this stuff going on, and how busy that looks, it looks so much nicer. I kind of wish the borders weren't as big in this one, but again, minor quibbles. And look at how, you know, with the busyness of the man's cloak, and I don't feel that here, and I get that sense of family and legacy, and I love his little crown of holly with the dogs. I wonder where their parents are. And they have lit candles in the tree, and I know that they used to do that, but probably not the best idea. All right, into our quartz page. Knight. Look at the look on his face, how determined he looks. Our lovely queen. And there's pears on her throne. And our king. He looks very peaceful. Ace of Cups. I wonder what this is. This doesn't look like snow to me. Could be like whipped cream on hot chocolate. Yeah, that's what it is to me. I'm going with that. All right, our 2. Oh, under the mistletoe. Our 3. Now I get that maiden, mother, and crone vibe going on here. That's awesome. And I know that it doesn't really give you that in this one, but I have seen depictions in other decks that do that very well. Our 4. Oh, look in the background, there's an igloo with the little deer. This should have been hot chocolate, I'm just saying. I mean, you got wine and who knows what that green stuff is. I love the poinsettias here. And look, another snowman. And here's Santa. Look, he's scratching his head. He's scratching his head like, which one do I choose? He's got an empty sack so far, so. And there goes Santa with our frozen goblets. Not the same, like moon, star. We get our guiding North Star, I suppose. And he's got his cookies, and of course there's milk in there. Love it. And it's an older woman. Page of Cups. Our Knight. They're all riding reindeer, which is fine by me. Our Queen. She's got a lot of swirling winds behind her. It's interesting though that the cup is the same and not as ornate as this Queen's cup. But this cup is quite large. And now we're in our swords with our icicles. I don't know about you, but as a kid, I would always be looking for clean icicles that I could snap off and chew on. One of the fun things as a kid to do in winter. Hold on. Okay. We have our 2. And our 3, look! How fun is that? Four, there's a deer in the background. 5, and even this little person in the background is kind of holding their face. Same kind of stance. I love the addition of the bird. Our 6, and the oar is still cutting between the child and the adult. Now we have like a lot of snow here and like ice on top of the water, and there's none here. So here we are again with our guiding star. Our 7. Eight. She's literally on the water. So it seems. Unless it's ice. Which it could be. Which makes her getting out of this predicament a lot more treacherous. And look at the blanket. Can you see all the details? And our 10. Oh, look at that. Broken nutcracker here in the, it's just the most devastating thing. So I've given my husband several nutcrackers over the years. We've kind of he has a little collection going. So this holds particular significance for us, or for me, because it would be sad if something happened to them. Page of Swords. This one's got quite a lot of mascara going on, which is kind of cute. Our Knight. Even the reindeer has a determined look. Our Queen. Yay. And our King. Look at the pheasant. our aces, our candy canes. 2. We have a lot more, you know, as opposed to the globe, we have a present. And he's got a very determined look as well. A little dove or pigeon. Our 3 is that Santa again with his sack. Like the night before Christmas, Christmas Eve, kind of planning in his mind how he's gonna go about his route. Like everything's been done and now it's just waiting. Our 4, it's Santa and Mrs. Claus waving at us. I love it. So here we are at the 5 again, you know, with the 5 of Pentacles, where the kids were throwing snowballs. That was more playful. This feels a lot more serious. They've put their candy canes down as opposed to holding them and using those to fight. Now it's on. 6. I would think this would have been Santa coming back from delivering all the presents, and all of the elves in the background would be cheering him. Raggedy Ann. And we have our 2 different boots. And he's looking at us as opposed to looking at the threats coming at him. Need I say more? Cute. No bandage, but we get the point. And look, it's a gingerbread house, and he's carrying all of the candy canes over to it. Our page. A knight. This doesn't feel as determined as this one does. You know, the reindeer's got this like contented smile on his face. The Queen. She's quite regal with her wings. And our King. Now I thought we would see the Empress wreath again, but it's really just in the trees and a more simple wreath there. There it is. So I am going to zoom out, oh, not in, and shuffle. So yeah, you can see that, right? I'll just split it right there, I suppose. Nope. Let's try that again. Not gonna bridge it. They are a bit thick. So yeah, it looks a lot better now that I've shuffled it. So as far as the finish, I'll show it to you in a little bit better light. I wouldn't say it's a matte finish. Let's take a look. So it's got a similar finish to the Waite Centennial. It's like semi-matte or semi-gloss, a satin kind of finish. So let's see what we get. and the Star. So let's take that to mean that this year is going to be a year where we regain our hope and our optimism, and we can get back on track. After 2020, we definitely need it. So thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or thoughts on the deck, do you have this deck? I'd love to hear from you, and I will see you next time. Bye.